Show me. Nothing there. Are you happy about being a member of the militia?
If you make it to the same rank like me, then it's truly worth it. However, if you are just an average soldier, then don't expect any luxury. Sleeping in the cold barracks with your dirty armor next to other soldiers, it's not really fun, believe me. In such a case, it is probably better not to be accepted.
And what is your position?
I thought that it's noticeable from what I'm doing here.
Well, judging by your armor, I would guess that you are a recruit on his daily practice.
I can see that you really don't know how it is going in the militia. Let me just say shortly that men who train recruits have a bit higher standards than average recruits.
So being a coach of fighting brings you to a higher position, and you are one of those people?
Smart boy.
Who taught you sword fighting?
Talent of fighting has been a legacy that was followed generation by generation. My father brought me to it, and after he noticed that I'm a really good fighter, he decided to pay for my lessons in the city. Then I quickly made it to the militia and started training among soldiers.
Interesting. Teach me how to... Hey you! Hey,
Garen, I'm so glad you are back.
what's wrong?
We were attacked by bandits. They tried to make it through the gate and fatally injured our Agna.
That's horrible.
My patience has reached its limit. Those bastards were ruining my mission for way too long. We have to eliminate them once and for all.
I guess that I should go now to find them and to take care of them.
Smart decision, Garen. I'd like you to do that.
I have to ask you something.
What's that?
You lost 2 men while scouting the Dark Woods and the shrine. Could you tell me anything closer about them?
There's not so much I could tell you about them. They were great warriors and even better friends.
What were their names?
Laren and Aerith, 2 brothers that I've been training for 7 years back on the mainland.
Were they somehow special?
Laren was left-handed. We really struggled to accept him because there was no way to have a left-handed warrior. But he showed a lot of effort, and later in the barracks he learned to fight like he was born a right-handed warrior. Nobody really wanted training fights with him, because he had solid strength in his left hand, since it was his main one. And when the coach was not watching, he sometimes switched from right to left. He stopped doing it later, because we started giving him strikes for it.
And Erath?
Aerith would become mad very easily. It was funny, until he used his fists. You didn't want to get punched by him, trust me. He got a huge scar on his face, and he never told anyone where he got that when anyone questioned him about it.
Interesting. Great news. A small batch of paladins had arrived on the island. They were looking for the lost expedition of Lord Sigard.
Enos be blessed. We are saved.
I have talked to the captain and he said that you can immediately move to the ship.
Who's that captain?
His name is Walden.
You're making fun of me, right?
Does it look like that?
I guess that you don't know who Walden is. Oh, well, you even couldn't, since you're from Corinus. Walden was imprisoned for betraying the state by collaborating with orc merchants. I wouldn't expect the government to be so desperate for sending a prisoner to save us.
Well, can we trust Walden in that case?
Walden is not a throat cutter, and I believe that he got some deal with the government for this mission. So, we don't have to be afraid. On the other hand, it's quite embarrassing to be saved by a prisoner, but we don't really have a choice.
I'll destroy those bastards for you.
Great, do it as soon as you can. I can't allow myself to lose any more of my people.
Here,
Good.
50.
Not good.
Take it. 10.
Okay.
I think that I found the right place for you.
Yeah?
You remember where Gale was spending?
Of course I do. He had to gather.
The tree behind seems to be.
Are you crazy? It's too close to the farm. What if any of those people come too close and find the stuff?
I kind of doubt it. Since Florian died, nobody is really brave enough to move further away from the farm.
That makes sense. Alright, let's go to that place. I will personally check that.
Hey, you.
This is not. You're in for it now.
Hey, you! Those bandits won't cause any more trouble to you and your people.
So, you managed to take down all of them?
Yes, sir.
Then we can finally work at peace. I'm so proud of you, Garen. Such deeds should be well rewarded. I have a few special gifts to choose from. Which one shall it be?
I'll take the potion of strength.
May the strength be with you.
Then let's leave this island.
Have you forgotten about our main goal or what? We cannot leave before we solve this mystery around the artifact.
Is some stupid artifact more valuable for you than the lives of you and your people? You even spent several months on this island.
If I leave with empty hands, our lives won't be as good as they are now. Failed mission would mean losing my position and status of paladin. And the same destiny would meet my people as well. This exit has to wait a bit. First we have to concentrate on our mission.
I guess that there's no way to convince you. Walden is also looking for supplies.
He is lucky. He can get whatever he wants.
His wish is to get a few packs of sauerkraut.
Sorry?
10 packs should be enough.
From all the things he could have possibly asked for, he just chooses smelly sauerkraut? What nonsense should that be?
He says that it helps sailors avoid scurvy, one of the illnesses that can appear on long cruises.
Well, I'm not sure if we even have any sauerkraut in stock. You better ask Kieran. He takes care of the supplies. One more thing, Garen.
Yes?
You showed once again that your services are priceless. Let me welcome you to our highest ranks of soldiers. Visit Rufus and tell him to give you new armor.
That's truly an honor. Thank you.
That's nothing new. It's better to watch out who
Hey,
you tell
you.
what.
I come from Sigard.
No one
He
must
just promoted
violate
me
the
to the
divine
highest
order.
position among soldiers.
Well, it seems we've got a true hero among us.
That's
I'll
nothing
gladly
new.
share this armor with you.
As weird as it sounds, I am happy to make this deal with you.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey,
Anything's possible. No one must violate the divine order. Do you really think? Nobody ever asks me.
do you have any sauerkraut included in your supplies?
I don't have my list close to me now.
And where is it?
That's none of your business. I have a lot of work right now. Come back tomorrow.
Hey! Teach.
Who said that?
Hey! Did you have any time to look at the supplies?
From what I have found, there are indeed few packs of sauerkrauts.
How many?
3 packs.
Only 3?
Well, what makes you so surprised? Sauerkraut is not one of the most wished for meals to be prepared among supplies.
Okay, can I get at least those?
It's yours for 300 gold pieces.
Fine, here is your gold.
Bon appetit.
Hey, you. I am returning from Sigard.
Great. Any news?
I got the necessary information about his lost men. They were called Laren and Erath. Laren was...
Okay, Garin, that's fine. You don't have to tell me their whole history. That's more important for you than me.
And what are we going to do now?
Listen closely. I'll give you this writing. It contains a spell that summons the soul of a person who has died on this island. The only thing you have to do is to read the spell when you are in the right place.
How do I find those perfect places?
It should be a place somehow connected to the deceased person.
And what if I can't find such a place?
You have to.
What should I do after summoning the soul?
Here comes the most important part. Take a good look at them. That should give you a hint as to which element they are connected to.
So, should I use any specific attacks on them?
Specific attacks? What do you mean? You want to fight against souls?
I thought...
I have to disappoint you, but it's not possible for us to cause any physical damage to phantoms and other similar entities.
So, what should I do?
Will you let me talk at least? So these souls are kept under their respective elements. The most important part is to get rid of the elements and their control. Elements are not like any normal creatures. Basically, they can't manifest themselves independently.
What does that mean?
It means they serve someone who controls them. Each element will talk you through the soul they possessed. You have to convince them about your superiority and endurance by speaking to them. If you convince the element, it will leave the soul, and this soul can finally reach the path of eternal peace.
Okay, so if I understand it right, I should summon the soul controlled by the element and convince the element to leave the soul alone.
Exactly. However, it's not gonna be that easy.
Unexpectedly.
Each of those 4 elements requires an individual approach, a specific way you have to speak to it.
Could you elaborate a bit more on that?
Listen closely. If you meet a fire element, stay brave and tough during the whole conversation. Don't avoid sarcasm if needed. Water element is a tricky one, and I am not really sure if I understood the description well from books. If I am not mistaken, water likes long and constructive sentences. No contempt, just respectful and serious talk. Earth element requires solid stand and calm. Almost unemotional tone in the voice. Earth cannot stand meaningless conversations. Just defend your argument and talk straight about your goal. The last one, element of air. The most important thing here is to keep a calm breath. You shouldn't reveal any nervousness. Keep a light positivity while talking, but don't cause the element to be insulted. If you pass the conviction, the soul is free.
And if I fail?
Then you have to find a different way to convince the element. Well, I told you everything important. Now the rest is up to you. So go and look for the places connected to the people that you know about.
Hopefully I can complete this mission.
You have to. Good luck, Garen.
Sure.
Take
I am back with your sauerkraut.
Perfect. Give it here. Well, from my count, it's just 9 packs.
That's all that I was able to get.
That's not good.
Does one pack really matter that much?
It does. Just count how many of us are gonna be on the ship. Me, you, Otis, Baldwick, and Sagard's expedition. 10 packs are truly necessary for such a large batch.
And you're absolutely sure there isn't anything left of it on your ship?
I am almost certain there's not. Well, if you have time, you can check my whole ship. You'll at least navigate better around here before it becomes your home for some time. But I am sure all the stuff disappeared already.
Hey! Hey! So, all the packs are gone already, huh?
You found?
Yeah, there was one more pack lying in the below deck.
Interesting. I would swear that there were none left already.
Well, I would almost be sure that you forgot about that one over there. Here, take all 10 packs.
In that case, we have enough supplies to return home.
Varan, Drakkar, Radwagan.
By Adonis, what is happening?
By Adonis? I would never expect a paladin saying that.
You, over there, where did you find the insolence to summon me?
I am here because of this servant of Innos. You are keeping his soul imprisoned within the power of water.
This warrior was chosen to serve the water. All of his power had to be extinguished and connected to me.
Why would you choose a paladin, warrior fire, to serve the water?
The way mortals are calling the warriors and servants doesn't change anything. After the soul leaves the body, it also abandons its protection and mighty armor and force that it was able to hold before. It becomes a light and weak piece of energy that has to go through the final judgment.
So, the purpose of this last judgment is to decide which element the soul is going to join?
Each judge has his rules. The one of this part of the world decided like this. Every soul has to serve the element that has been chosen for it.
So that means that you cannot choose a soul by yourself, right?
Only the highest one can decide.
There's nothing and nobody giving you the right to keep this man as a prisoner.
What are you trying to tell me?
As your summoner, I command you to leave this soul and let it find its peace.
You want to command me? I am not a servant to any living entity. But it might become interesting once you will become one of those spirits as well. Who knows, maybe we will be connected together. Now leave and enjoy the last years in this life.
Just calm.
But I am not interested.
I am here because you are keeping a soul in.
This war.
Why would you choose a. So, the. The power I used helped me to bring you to this place. Why did you come here, even though just a poor mortal read a few hard-to-pronounce words here?
The mighty words that you have spoken must be respected by every element. Humanity revealed the language of greater forces that allows them to reach bigger knowledge and power.
And can that language of bigger forces decide if you leave this man?
You proved that your knowledge is big enough to summon the element of water itself. That shall be respected.
Element of water, follow my command. Release the soul of this mighty warrior and let it find eternal peace.
Harafna Shagra Takthar. What in the world was that? And who are you?
I am your savior, but you can call me Garen.
Those scars and wounds, pain and hardened lungs. It's all.
You're no longer part of this element. Your path is your own now.
Thank you, young soldier. I am great. May the power of Innos be with you.
What the hell is that? What am I doing here?
You came with something, or rather someone, that doesn't belong to you.
What does that mean?
You haven't figured it out yet?
What's so weird? You are standing in a front.
You cannot leave his body burning like that. Do you know how much?
I don't care about you.
Are you always...
I am in the middle of nowhere with... How do you get...
I am coming... You... Can't you just...
And he's same like every...
You better leave him alone and piss off. You heard me. Just leave it's getting too damn hot here. I am not questioning you, element of...
I have no idea. I'm not good.
Someone who's burning people alive shouldn't call...
In the water.
I would gladly invite you to my hut. The furnace... I would also have no problem if you took the house of my...
You were...
I will be less funny, as the one who summoned you. So, I am saying this for the... Let this man go.
You're... And you know how to speak well.
That really... Leave.
I will wait. And who are you?
How do you feel now?
You... That everlasting...
You don't have to just leave to the place where...
I don't...
It's alright. The most important goodbye. Hey, you!
He should have known better.
Это не удивляет меня.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Он сам бы никогда не додумался.
He should have known better.
For the king.
That's not what I heard.
Your sight is perfect, mighty element.
You must be special. Only very few of your kind are able to reveal our language. That phrase that you have spoken, how did you discover it?
That's a less important question than why am I here and why I decided to summon you.
That's a really brave tone you have in your voice. Aren't you even a bit afraid since you're talking to such a powerful entity?
Well, nobody can really be sure what to expect from the elements, that's true.
It seems that certainty is just a small mask of your fear hidden inside your soul. You better leave.
Wait a minute. Whatever happens, I'm prepared. I am ready for everything.
Are you
More than that, if you want to suck me into a huge tornado and
Take it easy, soldier. I still didn't even get your reason for summoning me. Tell me.
I want you.
Well,
You should think about it if you don't want anything terrible.
you're funny.
Wait a minute. What I would like to talk. Well, yes and no. I came to make sure that this soul will find its.
That's really nice of you, soldier.
Is that soul so important?
Each soul,
But you can decide about accepting or letting it free.
I can, but
Florian,
what nonsense is that? Although he could.
wait a minute. What I if you you're wait a minute. What I what it but the special ritual that
Special rich.
that's not something you.
No.
I still have to fill in the missing instructions to.
Fi-
Wait a minute. What I more. What it but. I have an important.
You don't.
Someone who appears after liberation.
Are you going?
You could say so.
Then you must be the one who's going. The mighty phrase that you have used. Only if you.
Couldn't anyone else just summon?
No.
Interesting.
And you seem to be the. That means that I should no longer stand it.
I am glad that we.
So, soldier,
Yes.
may it find it. How the. You?
Me.
You stupid moron!
I am also glad to see you again.
Beckett, rip that filthy bastard apart once and for all!
Relax, Florian. Nobody can hear you.
Nobody can hear me? I'll show you how.
Florian, you're not a human. The reason why.
What the hell are
Just look at your.
you, rat?
I have to.
What con?
Well, you have been caught by one more. Yes, but now you are free. I made sure that you won't suffer.
Well, I don't really know what. I should be thankful to you, but you were the one who got me into this shit in the first place.
Well, I feel really guilty. On the other hand, the same destiny would await you after your later death, regardless of the cause. You can take it that you've at least gone through that earlier, and that you're now finally free.
You're lucky that there's nothing more I can do about it now. If I had a solid fist, it would go straight into your dirty mouth.
Well, there's a lot. You're free now, so my journey
I feel sick just saying it, but good luck on your journey.
Appreciate it. So long, Florian. Varan, Drakkar, Radwagan.
Karak Shagna! Mighty warrior dares to wake the powers of land and shores?
Stop that theater. Your mighty earthquakes don't scare me. Other than that, your presence is unnecessary. I would appreciate more to speak with this man alone without your presence.
You foolish mortal! Who do you think I am? A soul trader?
Your force is holding the soul of this man under your element and cuts his way to freedom.
You're not telling me anything new, mortal. We,
And you definitely know.
You're wrong, mortal. We elements are.
But you can decide if you take the soul.
If I cannot.
Have you ever thought?
Elements.
I am not. I came for the soul.
Elements and. We.
Who is?
Your biggest fear that you could ever meet. You bet.
Since I got.
Mighty word. However,
I thought that I want you to leave.
your words are solid. I have been that.
I am.
Huh? Where are they? You skinny bastards, I'm not done with you yet.
Good to see you, Elias.
Garen? What are you doing here? And that heavy pressure feels like I.
You would definitely be lying under the debris of your hut if I hadn't protected it from those.
What are you?
Doesn't matter. The most important. At least I could somehow repay my debts for your.
I guess that's right.
Yeah. Although I.
No worries, Garen. At least I'll miss you a lot.
Same here, Elias. I did it. I saved the souls from the elements.
All of them?
All 4 of them. I did my best.
Then let's hope that it will be enough.
What are we going to do now?
Now we have to destroy the artifact. We have to make sure that no other evil will be awakened into this world. While you were away, Garen, I discovered more, a lot more. Unfortunately, my thoughts after our fell ritual have been confirmed. Those awakened undead warriors and power hidden in the caves of crystals. There's no way we could ever use this artifact to serve paladins. It contains pure evil essence, possible to control only by dark magic. Do you remember the old legend about a mysterious island covered by crystals?
Yeah.
Cortagan, the land of colorful stones, translated from the ancient language. There's no doubt that we are walking on the island now. Although the legend has been really different from the reality that we can see now. For example, this island is not fully covered by crystals like is written there, but all of these crystals are frequently hidden in the caves.
And the missing people who left to find that island?
This part of the story might still be speculative. It's difficult to say if they really made it to the island, or if they just didn't make it through the storms and wild waters.
And what about that man I have seen in the woods?
I can't really explain the incident as well. Lost soul, nothing more. What's certain that he won't tell us more, and we can just hope that all his suffering is gone now. Well, we are starting to diverge from the main topic. That artifact has to be destroyed immediately. However, we need another last thing to make it possible. Specific item filled with strong dark magic.
And what exactly should that be?
It should be exactly something from a demonic creature. Specifically a demon core.
Wow. And where do you want to search for it?
After awakening the crystal, we can't be sure what all is now walking on the island. You convinced yourself with those undead warriors. In your place, I would search everywhere on the island if there is something usable for our plan.
So, should I go to find and kill some evil creature and get its core?
Exactly. You could ask anybody else if they haven't seen anything unusual walking by the island.
I'll see what I can do. Hey! Haven't you seen anything weird around here lately?
I haven't, but Beckett started acting really strange. You should pay him a visit.
Hey, you! Why are you shaking so much?
That thing.
What's wrong?
Those red eyes. I haven't. And that glow. Just.
Does that mean that you have seen some?
Yes! It looked a bit like a shadow beast from the distance, but way thinner, and it seemed like they're small. And those red.
Have you noticed where?
Not really. I've only been watching it for a moment.
Hasn't anybody?
I doubt it. It was late at night, while everyone was sleeping. I just had to get up and go outside to empty my stack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, gotcha. So you have no idea.
If I were you, I would search.
Alright.
Just be.
I will be careful. Hey. Haven't you... Well?
No, I don't think...
Hey. Any...
There was a rabid dog. I thought he was gonna eat me.
Yeah, of course.
Woof, woof.
Hey, you. I am back, and I probably found what you needed.
Show me what.
Here.
Yes, the demonic. How big was the creature?
Well, it was definitely not small. I would compare it to the shadow beast by its size, but it was way thinner, darker, and it...
So you have met the beast itself?
Yeah, it was...
You don't under the beast, mystic creature that has to bring chaos to this world. So-called Halalidvan.
And what does that mean?
Nobody really knows till this. If the book was not lying, it says something about encounter.
Yeah, even the elements...
Anyway, now we have finally...
Really?
Yes. Lesson. I'll give after you enter the shrine. Place the artifact on the altar. Then take the scroll and concentrate all the power straight to the walls of the artifact. It should be strong enough to shatter it to pieces and make all the hidden magic inside vanish.
You're not coming with me?
This part of the mission can be done only by the chosen one. You...
Well, it seems that everything... Hopefully nothing too bad happens.
Stay brave.
Nice to hear it.
Go and...
Take care.
Kadran, Rakna, Valafnar.
And what the hell is this again?
The one who came to cut my powers seemed to stand in front of me. And he shall be disappointed once he fails.
Who are you, weird entity?
You haven't realized that yet. That means you are not prepared. I thought my servants would warn you while attempting to pass the catharsis.
The judge? That can't be possible.
The judge? How dare you call me that? I am the one holding this land together. Guard of the gates to the world of my master, and the power keeping the elements together.
There was a man in agony on the path to Dark Woods. What happened to him?
As the man approaches the darkness, his armor melts off.
Then let's not waste time and finish this once and for all.
Prepare for your last fight, mortal.
What is going on, Garen? What aches you so? My goodness!
Another soul for my master. You both shall be connected with the element once we are done.
That can't be true. Garen has brought me a demonic core. Only a creature of pure evil could wear something like that. So the judges...
Right in front of us, right. Just don't call him that way, he doesn't like it.
Naive mortals. Haladitvan was just the beginning of our plans. Killing him will not make the rest of your lives any easier. Your bones will shatter and your eyes will bleed when you'll finally meet your end. Rakavan, Barvatan, rip them to pieces.
Another one of those things. Alright, so much for you filthy beast.
Let them drown in their own blood.
Another one of those things.
Kadran.
Then
What is my...
Another...
That Gare so...
right in just...
Not killing your rip them to pieces.
Another one of those things.
Let them drown in their own
so
blood.
Much for you filthy beast. Another... Another one of those...
Let them drown in their own blood.
Alright, so much for you.
Let them drown in their own blood. Feel the thrill
Alright,
of the
so
darkness.
much for you filthy beast. Alright, so much for you filthy beast.
There's no need to resist. Your soul is already mine. Hope is master, and there's no need to resist. There's no need. There.
You're s-
We did it, Garen.
Yeah, finally. I almost started to believe that we were gonna stay here forever.
Come on, we've won. All the madness is over now. Judge's power has fallen, and so the captivity of souls that ended here. They are all finally free.
I hope that you are right. Well, and where did the crystal go? I've had it right in my pocket.
Seems like the crystal was dependent on the magic power covering the island. Since we've destroyed its main power source, the crystal has vanished with all of it too.
That really simplified our action, actually.
Definitely. Well, Garen, our mission has reached the end. Unfortunately, Sagar has to return without his promised revolutionary weapon. But on the other hand, we made it to save the people from the evil that lurked in this very place.
Yeah, we could say it like that. By the way, the robe you are wearing, where did you get it?
Pretty long story. Let's say that I had some word among the water mages some time ago.
So you are a water mage?
Well, I used to be. After leaving the city, I rather moved to study nature closer than the magic itself. Let's not waste more time in these places as not necessary. You should immediately return to Sagar and tell him everything.
You're not going with me?
I did everything that was needed. This whole collaboration just confirmed my negative feeling about the militia. I really don't regret my decision that I made several years back. I'd appreciate it if they all sail away as soon as possible.
Thanks for your help, anyway. I'll never forget your deeds you made for me.
Same about you, Garen. You showed how strong you really are. It's not so long since you arrived as a weak and deadly injured castaway. And now you're leaving as a brave and healthy warrior. If every man was like you, the paladins would never fall in such a catastrophe like they did.
It's really nice to hear that from you, Raylan. Thanks a lot. It's over. The evil covering this land was destroyed, and so was the artifact with it.
You destroyed the artifact?
All the truth behind the artifact was completely different than we thought. It was definitely not a weapon that would give you an indestructible army. The mighty artifact was filled with evil powers, enchanted by a mystic entity called Gur-Zul. This entity could control the elements and souls of people who died on this island.
Oh, Innos. All my efforts went completely useless. I cannot even return back like this.
We all made our best to make the mission possible. You should be at least proud of your crew that stayed with you all the time.
You're right, Garen. Let's at least hope for a little brighter future. We have spent too much time on this cursed island. We should get ready on our way back. Home. I expect you to come with us, since you are one of my men now.
Of course I will. Kinda feel the same after the experience here.
And what about Raylan?
Raylan decided to stay. He prefers the calm life here he had all these years.
Well then, you should go on the ship and talk to the captain that we are ready to go. Me and my men will appear there a bit later, after we get everything needed.
All right. Wait a minute. We are ready to go.
So your mission is finally over?
Well, yes and no, but that's for another time. I will tell you about everything once we are on the open sea. Sigurd will definitely have something to say as well.
That's good to hear. We're gonna have a bit longer journey back to Myrtana, so a bunch of interesting stories will definitely be a good way to fill our time.
Yeah, definitely.
Is everyone on the board already?
Yes, let's sail to the mainland.
Alright, then tense the sails and pull up the anchor. We are coming back to Myrtana.
After the last man stepped on board, our captain ordered us to untie the ropes and pull up the anchor. Sigurd and his crew seemed to be relieved after the ship started moving, and so was I. Those everlasting days spent on the island have finally reached the end. However, the effort that we all put into the mission seemed to be completely useless. Well, that's what most people would think. For me personally, it's a new life opportunity. The beginning that has always been prepared for me. Serve the king and Myrtana. Fight the evil that took my home and family. Protect the weaker ones. This cruise is gonna take a while, for sure. Our plan is to reach the southern village of Cape Dun, which should be one of the last places that are not occupied by hordes of orcs. That's what Walden told us, at least. We'll have to pray that it's true.